no get the time for the hate and the bad energy. Got my mind on my.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video with your girl Pretty, and this is Pretty Moment. This is gonna be a very quick video because I just finished prepping for work. I'm waiting for my makeup to settle before I can dress up and go out, right? So most of you showed interest on one of my video that I posted, and I spoke about me being in Vietnam, and you guys wanted to know how did I apply and how did I get here. I'll try as much as possible to, at least the highest I can go with this video will be 20 minutes. So yes, things are very difficult right now applying to go to any country, especially with this whole teaching jobs, especially after COVID. Like, things changed, the system changed, everything changed. Now with me, guys, I'm gonna first of all share how I found myself in China and how I find myself in Vietnam, because it's almost like similar situation. So how I find myself in China is that I shared in one of my videos, but it's a video that I took down. I shared that the plan wasn't to go to China but to go to South Korea. But after applying to many different schools and having interview, I landed in China because that's where I could get a job. I ended up in China. So it's the same with here. So number one is that I left my documents in China in 2020 when I was coming home. All my authenticated documents, I left them in China when I was going home. And all this time I haven't tried fixing the whole issue of my documents or even planned on traveling, because I had already told myself that I am not gonna travel. So when it eventually crossed my mind, like I mentioned on my other video, that why is it that I'm doing in SA, why not travel and get my life on track, then I thought of, the first place I thought of was China. But then for me to get the whole process done for China, guys, it was just gonna take forever, right? Then I sat down, I was like, okay, what do I do? Still, my mind was still on China. I'm gonna process for China, I'm gonna go to China, until this friend that I know from church, his name is Kara, we went to the same church. Kara told me about Vietnam. He actually told me he was in Vietnam teaching. I was like, oh, okay. Then I started researching about Vietnam, and I was told that Vietnam doesn't pay, they pay less, what. Okay, sharp. Then I spoke to him after I saw that me going to China is somehow impossible, because I will need at least 2 to 3 months to fix the issue of my documents, right? Then I spoke to the guy. I was like, how far now? How is the process for China, for Vietnam? He told me this is the process. You don't need police clearance here. You don't need this, you don't need that. I was like, oh really? But then I also did not take his words, because I was just like, I'm a South African, he's a Nigerian. So for him to say I don't need police clearance here, they might need it from me, you understand? So I said, no, I need to do more research. I went back again and I did my research, guys. Even after sharing this whole thing with you guys, I still want you guys to go out there and do your researches yourself. It's very important to have your own information. So he told me, don't worry, I'll put you through. I have agents that can help you get a job here. The only thing you need to do is just to get your documents ready, get this and get this and get that. So obviously they do need your TESOL certificate. I was studying, I did my own TESOL certificate with, what's this, TESOL on the Beach. Check it out. I paid 300, is it 350 or 450? I did my TESOL in April. I had another TESOL, but I did my 140. I had a 120 hours TESOL certificate. I did my 140 hours with TESOL on the Beach. You can check it out. You pay through Daddy's Deals, whatever the process is. It takes 4 to 6 weeks to come out. I still haven't gotten that, but I also did my TESOL with, I'm just telling you guys, in case you want to do your TESOL, you can do your TESOL certificate on Daddy's Deals. Go there, you'll see different companies. I did with TESOL on the Beach. Yeah, TESOL on the Beach. Check them out on Daddy's Deals. That's the one I did in April, somewhere March, April. Yeah, so fine and good. They need your TESOL, they need your degree, they need to be authenticated, obviously. So I started with the process of police clearance, which took me 4 to 6 weeks to get it. And when I wanted to authenticate the police clearance, I knew that I still have time, because this guy told me that he's gonna put me through to his agent, but he was not putting me through to the agent. And I was like, nah man, this whole thing is taking forever, because you know, I'm just gonna sit here and say I'm waiting on agent that I don't know if the agent is gonna help or not. I rather just do things my own way. I went back. I was in a group that shares about teaching jobs in China, whatever. So what I did first was download my WeChat. I went back and I spoke to my agents in China, and they said, we want you. Then I said, okay, set me up for interviews, but this is the amount that I can take. I can't take anything less than 20,000 RMB. I want from 22 up. And he said, no problem, cool, because of your experience. This is the agent that got me my first job in China. So I spoke to Vincent. Vincent said, no problem, I'll set you up with a good school, you know, and then yeah, they'll interview you, and then, you know, we take it from there. That was me trying China. I did the interview, I passed the interview, they gave me the job offer. The job offer was perfect, but now my papers were not in order. I asked about DECO and authenticating my police clearance. They tell me that it's gonna take 6 weeks. I was like, 6 weeks? One thing about me, guys, when I want to travel like today, I want to go today or tomorrow. I don't want to hear 3 weeks, 4 weeks to come. I said, nah, this whole China thing is not working. My agent said the school wants you, everything is set, send your document. Which document am I gonna send when nothing is authenticated on my side? Then that's when I started pushing for Vietnam, because I heard you don't even need police clearance, you don't need this. And then I said, okay, cool, let me maybe chill and wait for the guy. The agent from the guy also didn't show up. Then I went back to the group, the one for China, right? I asked if they know about Vietnam. They said yes, they do know about teaching jobs in Vietnam, but teaching jobs in Vietnam don't pay. And I said to myself, cool, if teaching jobs in Vietnam do not pay, what I can do is I can go to Vietnam while I still wait for my documents for China to get ready. I can go to Vietnam, make that little money that I can make in a month or two, then find my way to China. And that was the plan. Then I still waited and chilled, and I was hoping the agent from the guy will call me. He didn't call. Then I asked, and they told me that no, you can go to Facebook and check out some groups about teaching in Vietnam, what. Like, no one was giving me like better information, guys. I did the research myself. I went to Facebook, I found out about teaching jobs in Vietnam. I went to different groups, but those groups were not helpful because they were not posting about schools that are looking for teachers. Mostly it was teachers looking for a job. So how do you get information from that? You know, it wasn't helpful. So I decided to also make a post and share my experience that I've taught in China for 3 years. I'm looking for a job opportunity in teaching English in Vietnam. If you guys can, you know, if you find interest in like maybe talking to me, do contact me in this number. This is my email address. And guess what, guys, my inbox was full of agents that were recruiting. They contacted me, I reached out to the agents, and they told me, we do have a job offer for you in so company. And then I said, okay, cool, you guys can set me up for an interview. They did set me up for an interview. I passed the interview. Immediately they sent me the job offer, and they offered me 30 million Vietnam dong, and I said, no, I am not taking 20 million Vietnam dong. Just so I confirm how much 20 million is. Let me get, because if I can say I'm gonna attach here, I'll be lying. So let me just get it now and show you guys. And guys, also remember, I'm speaking so fast because I'm going to work, guys. Like, I'm doing this video quickly for you guys. So 30 million Vietnam dong is 24,000 rand. Let me just say 25, because it's 24,000 rand, 630 something, right? So I said, no, I'm not settling for 24,000 rand. I have earned way higher than that in China. So it's either you give me something better or let's just leave it. And honestly, I was kind of like discouraged. I was like, nah, let me just go and let me just wait for my papers and just go to China, because why am I going to settle for 24,000 rand? So the company was like, nah, we need you, like, we want you to be here before the 25th of April. We want you. Okay, we are also going to give you like house allowance, this, that. I said, how much is the house allowance? They said 3 million, meaning they add 3 million on top of the 30 million. I said, I'm not settling for that amount. And they said, okay, let me go back to the school, talk to the HR, talk to the management, and get back to you. I said, okay, cool. There were other schools that were contacting me, and I told them that there are other schools that are contacting me. So if you guys are sticking on that amount, just know that I'm not coming. They went and spoke to the HR, and they increased the money, you know, to a better something that I know that, okay, this can be okay for me for a start, even if I want to stay in Vietnam for a month or two, right? Then fine, we reached an agreement. They sent me an offer letter to sign. Immediately they sent me my invitation letter, which I was told you don't even have to take it to the embassy. Like, the process is easy, guys. You don't have to go to any embassy whatsoever. The only thing you have to do is to print out your invitation letter when you come to Vietnam. visa is on arrival. Do you understand? So I went ahead and I printed all my documents out, and they were like, we want you here on the 25th. I said, never. Me, I still want to, at least I still want to jolly around. I still want to have fun small before I can actually travel, because I know when I get here, it's just going to be job and strictly job. I'm not going to have time to like move around and have fun. So I said, I'm not coming on the 25th. They said, okay, come on the 2nd of May. I said, never. So I booked my ticket for the 4th of May, and I said, it's either you take it or leave it. They were like, no, we want you, please come. So guys, I am working with one of the companies that are not so well reputed, and that is because they had issue due to COVID. I'm not here trying to speak for them. I spoke to this company after I did a background check, right? It's very important that you do a background check. Another thing, do not get a job in Vietnam and they tell you to come here on a tourist visa, that they'll do your documents here. Scam, run for your life. Any company that wants you here to come and work, come with your work permit visa. Come with your work visa, okay? Come with your work visa. Be sure to come. Don't say I didn't tell you. And then another thing, I did a background check on that red company that is everywhere on the internet. Everybody is bashing the company, and I found out horrible reviews about them. And I called the school. I said, no, I'm not coming to this type of school. Your school is bad. The reviews about the school, they're saying this, they're saying that, so I am not coming. So the school said to me, we have these issues due to COVID. We can even give you one of our teachers to talk to, and you can ask if we've been paying bad or not, because this company is known for not paying their workers, is known for just being bad, whatever. I said, no, I'm not coming. So I asked them if they do have foreign teachers, and they said, yeah, we do have at the moment, but we still want more teachers. I was like, okay, cool. Then I sat down with myself. I was like, you know what? Everything is a risk in this life. Take the risk, girl. You go. If you get there, they fuck you up. You know, obviously, the money you spend on tickets and other things, it will pain me, but I know that I would have tried. What if it works on my favor? You know, your experience might not be my experience. Me, with my big head, I carried my big head and I came. And coming here, I did meet some teachers that told me the same story, that no, this company was going through a lot. And you know, I reasoned it my way that, okay, even South Africa, we saw Greyhound shutting down, companies that have run for 30-something years having issues due to COVID. So it's not the first time to hear that a company is struggling, you know, because of COVID, right? I said, okay, cool. Let me just give them a benefit of the doubt and work with them and see. And honestly, I'm not going to sit here and lie. So far, so good on my own end. I haven't had any bad experience. If they try me, you guys know. If they try me, you guys will hear now. Not me. If they try me, I'm not lazy. The same way I'm sitting here doing this video now, giving you guys information, is the same way I will sit down and give you information. Say, they don't knock me up. They don't pay me my salary. You understand? But the way they welcomed me, the way they did everything for me, it has been so smooth. And I'm one person that I told myself, also because of the reviews that I have before coming here, things I know before coming here, I step my feet down and I tell them, this I can't do, this I can do, this I don't want. I question everything. If they're sneezing anyhow, I ask them, why are you sneezing like that? The better say, so you won't scare me like this. You understand? So like, I am very like, I'm very cautious dealing with them. I remember the other day I gave them my passport, and they delayed with 1 day to pay the salary. I ran back like a headless chicken to take my passport. I was just like, you guys are not about to do my work permit only for me to work and not be paid. And the next day, I swear, even my colleague, she's gonna watch this video, Edwin, shout out to you. She was like, girl, thank you, because if not because you stand your ground, they wouldn't have paid some of us. So because Edwin was leaving the company, so she said, you know what, I told her, Edwin, me, I'm a prophetess of God. The way you're leaving the company, and you already told these people that you're leaving the company, they won't pay your money, you know. But I was the one that stood and said, if you cannot pay my fellow sister, is it because she's black? This, that. I was talking. They released her money. Edwin, comment on this comment section and thank me. You're still owing me 10 million VND. So yeah, guys, coming to Vietnam is actually very easy. It's not stressful. And one other thing that is so interesting about Vietnam is the fact that you can do your own permit. have it on your passport, maybe stamped for 2 years, and you get the luxury of working with any school that you want to work with. You know, you are not any other company that can bind you to say, no, you are working with us, we did your work permit, so you can't go and work. Like the girl that I'm talking about, Edwin, she's going from one school to the other, working and making her money, and she says they're paying her $21 per hour. So now imagine $21 a day, you do 4 classes, right? You just sacrifice and say, okay, I came here to hustle, I'm gonna do 4 classes a day with different school, do here, do here, do here, do here. Girl, calculate that $21 and then times 4 a day, then they take that times 4 and times it with 28 days. How much is that? And you are still sitting there watching me. So make your way, make your move, make your researches. It's possible to come to Vietnam. It's fun. It's not, yeah, it's fun. I'm lying. It's not fun. No. Hey, it's not fun here. If I were to choose, I would choose my China time and again, time and again, time and again, time and again, for many reasons, transportation wise, for when it comes to issues of food and other things. I would choose China time and again. So when you hear me that I'm in China, just know that because China is better. China, I don't know, maybe because I mastered China 3 years, it's not 3 days, you understand? So I'm still new in Vietnam, but the fact that I met Edwin, the fact that I met some other black people here, somehow just gives me that thing, you know, a push to say, girl, you can also do this, you've got this. So I am pushing one day at a time. The school, we get along there and there. They are hiring right now as we speak. They're looking for teachers. And do I recommend the name of my school? Must I mention it? Must I mention it? Apex Leaders. I think I did take pictures standing on the board, so there's no reason hiding it. I work for Apex Leaders, Apex English for the Future Leaders. That's the company that I work for. That company has suffered. You know, we bash it every day. Even as I'm working with them, I always give them bombastic side eye. I'm watching their movement, you know. So yeah, guys, obviously you don't want to find yourself working in a very toxic environment. You also do not want to work not knowing if month end I'm gonna get paid or not. But for me right now, guys, I'm okay, I'm sorted, I'm not complaining. If there's any pararam like this, I'm coming back running. Namigo come still tell Una. So some of my colleagues at work said they want to follow my YouTube. I'm gonna give them my name for them to subscribe, so that when I finish that their company, they will know. Me. They will know. So yeah, guys, that's it from me. I'm going to work. I have class at 5:30. I prefer to start dressing up around this time because I use a bike to go to work. By the time you request a bike, it can take like 10 minutes without coming. By the time it comes, you're now getting late. So I prefer to get to work at least to 5, prepare my classes and be set. By the time the students walk into class, everything is on, everything is set, and I push my class. I have 2 classes. Sorry, I started at 5:30 and I finished at 8:45 in the evening. I work for a training center. Before you ask me which type of job are you doing that you're doing at night, it's a training center, you guys. I've worked also for a training center in China for 2 years. So training center, the students first of all go to their normal schools before they come back to us to train them. So that's why we train them in the evening, because of, you know, obviously in the afternoon they are not available. So yeah, guys, that's it from me. And if there's any other thing you want to ask that is a bit personal that you feel like you can't drop it here on the comment section, please be sure to visit my Instagram, DM me there, ask more. I will explain. I know I spoke very fast on this video just because I wanted to make sure that I keep up to time. I timed myself to finish this video at 4 and this is 1 minute after 4. So yeah, visit my Instagram page at pretty forever __pretty. So it's not pretty, it's pretty. So PREDDY forever _ pretty. Visit my Instagram, DM me, ask whatever that you want to ask, and I will gladly share the information. I always say that I'm one person that is not stingy with information, because I know that when you're coming here, you're not coming to take my job, but you're coming to hustle for your own. And yeah, we should help each other, guys. We should help each other. We should share this information. We all should make it. South Africa is going down. It's crazy. It's bib-leaking. It's going bananas. South Africa is down, is in shambles. So you want to go out there and hustle and make that money, come back and invest, and, you know, be stable. We all need to live a comfortable life. This is a sister looking out for a brother or a sister out there. And from me to you, till next time, bye. Love you guys.